A new live stream for Aion 2 has been shown, showing PvP, the store, and much more, revealing not only how the gameplay is gonna look like, but also how the game progress is gonna be. And I'm not gonna lie, even though the game looks beautiful and even the PvP looks pretty interesting, the monetization looks absolutely abysmal. It has a convenience package, a battle pass, a membership, cosmetics, which is nice, no power there, but there's an auction house where you can sell items for only in-game currency, but guess what? You can change the in-game currency for real-life money, so yeah, you can pay to win everything. Consider it just like Throne and Liberty, maybe even worse. So will this MMO succeed or completely die because of all the predatory monetization? I think we all know the actual answer to that. It'll probably die instantly. But let's talk about it anyways. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. And let's get into it. A few positive things that we had through this stream. The first one is that they talked about the UI and they know that it looks bad and they want to remake it. They will be working on this by changing the way it looks, and this should have progress by the time that the game launches, which will be by the 9th of November. Kind of crazy because this is going to be very close to the Guild Wars 2 release, but then again, this is only for Korea, so I guess there's not going to be that much competition. They also talked about the auto combat, and there will not be any auto combat. They had it, I think, at the start. They were thinking about putting it in the game, mainly for mobile, but this is not gonna be the case. So that's a pretty good thing, I think. Auto combat usually makes MMORPGs very bot heavy, very grind heavy, and it just becomes this chore of having to leave your computer up all night just to be grinding for you, which is not ideal. The combat that they show here in the PvP section looks pretty nice, very action combat-y, very interesting, better than what Throne and Liberty has, and we already have seen some of the combat in PvE on the videos that we got before. Definitely check out Should You Be Excited for Aion 2 video that I have on my channel if you want to see every information that we got from it. Now let's go for the bad things. I laugh only because I don't want to cry. So first of all, the new PvP system that you can see right here, according to this live stream, will only be able to be played for 7 hours a week. And you may say, why? Why would you do that? What's the point? Wouldn't you just want people to have fun with their game? Well, the thing is, if you can play more if you pay with a currency that you can get by paying real-life money. So there's the first step in this pretty bad monetization. There will also be an instant rest stone for PvE only that you can buy in the shop, like a revive or from Guild Wars 2, for example, which I'm guessing is gonna be very needed for these very hard bosses if you want your loot. And of course, you also get a special key that you can use not only for the dungeons that we see right here to acquire more loot, but also a special key that you can buy in the gem store, in the store, for open world chests for open world bosses to get better loot. Another type of monetization, you obviously will want to get this key in order to get as much loot as possible every week. The game will have dailies, will have weeklies, so the typical Korean MMO design of this will be here. If you like that, then you're gonna be happy. And if you don't like games like this, like Throne and Liberty, then this is probably not gonna be good for you. There will also be a membership and a battle pass, as well as a convenience package. All of this giving you more stuff for the game, and of course more benefits. And of course, we also have the fact that the auction house, where you can buy items that you collect in the game, you can buy the currency for this auction house from the store. So at the end of the day, every item that you can actually put in this auction house will be pay to win because you can buy it from the store. And I know what you guys are gonna say. Well, every MMO has that these days. Yeah, and that's kind of true. Most MMOs have some sort of currency exchange from, you know, real-life money to the currency inside of the game. I completely agree, in order to not have people who buy gold for real-life money, or people who don't sell that, to not have RMT, real money trading. But the truth is this is a bit different in other games, because in other games, the vertical progression is not as insane as in Korean MMOs. Obviously, something like Lost Ark is a bit different, but if you play WoW, you're not really gonna be able to pay to win, even with this currency exchange. You're gonna be able to pay to cosmetics, and that's definitely gonna be the case. But for a game like this, like Korean MMO, like Aion 2 is, this will absolutely dominate the meta and the way that you play the game. And you will feel like if you're not spending real life money, you're a little bit of a dum-dum, okay? Because obviously everybody else has such an advantage compared to you. And that's when the big problem lays. Yes, this game looks cool. Yes, it looks flashy. Yes, the combat looks awesome. The encounters look awesome. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be the same thing we always had in current MMOs. Just grind, feel like you finally got somewhere, then another grind happens, and then, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to pay to win to get there, and you're gonna quit the game. Is there something wrong with that? Not really. If you enjoy playing this type of games, just for a month or whatever, you probably will have fun. The game looks beautiful and everything, but it is important for you to understand this. And it's very, 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 very likely that this will not change. Of course, this is the release for Korea, but we have no signs of the monetization being different from global. The same thing happened for something like Throne and Liberty. It was the same game on Korea that it was in in global, and it definitely affected it, and now the game is doing pretty badly. So, is there any point in getting excited about this? It really depends for you. But realistically, this game will be fun for a few weeks and then instantly will die. So I wouldn't really do it if I was you. That being said, go check the Korean live stream if you want. There's other YouTubers with a full translation of the entire live stream. I just grabbed the information that we got from the live stream instead of reacting to the whole thing. But of course, let me know what you guys think. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning. See you guys around. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.